It's mid-February 2021, second year of the pandemic, and it's just been the first weekend of reasonable weather of the year. So an opportunity to get out on the bicycle and do a little test of the Dragon Action Cam to see how it works with the anti-shake software implemented, and do a comparison against the videos that I took just before Christmas. So hope this will be a good example of what the camera can do with the anti-shake enabled, which is called EIS. So just to remind you, it's a Dragon Touch Vision 4 Lite action camera, and I've downgraded the pixels from 4K to 1080. I think it was 60 frames per second, so smaller file size, but hopefully it should be pretty indistinguishable once you've got it put on YouTube. So here we go. This is what it looks like with the anti-shake enabled. I've actually got the aim of the camera a little too low, so sorry about that. Doesn't give a great picture, but it does do sufficient to show the effect of the anti-shake mechanism. So now I'm going to insert some cuts from the videos that I did previously without the anti-shake enabled, so that you've got the comparison, and I'll insert those here now. So here they are. So you can see it's a bit more shaky. It's using exactly the same equipment as I used on all the videos, so same bike, same cycling helmet, and that sort of thing. So it's all comparable recordings, which enable you to judge the difference between each of them and how much effect the anti-shake mechanism actually has. So a slight improvement. So you'll see on the second video that I'm actually cycling on exactly the same bit of pathway, so that will give a pretty good assessment of what the two situations are actually like. So here's the second video to make a good comparison between the two. Go on the pathway, which is designated as a cycle path. Nice and handy. Oh, he's a bit faster than me. Well, I'm just having a little leisurely trip out. We'll let the go faster boys go faster. Thanks. Kiddies and dog walkers, everybody out on a nice sunny Sunday. So back to the anti-shake video, because I want to roll it along a little bit, because there's something else that I want to look at in relation to the building of solar farms of solar panels that Wokingham Council are getting into at the moment, having declared a climate emergency. So we'll just let this run on, and it'll give you a bit more comparison of how the anti-shake mechanism works. And then when we get into the entrance of California Country Park, I want to be able to have a look at the area where they're planning to install masses of solar panels. So we'll have a look at that when I get there. I'm now into the bridleway that leads into California Country Park, and as I'm looking to my left, I'm looking over the farmland that Woking Council want to turn into a solar farm. Now, this is farmland that's presently used for dairy. You'll see, if they're not too far in the distance, you'll see some cows later on. So that's what these fields do, is their pasture for the dairy farm. And what the council are planning to do is to plant a couple of yards worth, I think, of trees right next to this bridleway, and then solar panels from there going across two farms in effect. So we're talking about quite a big area there. Now, I think that by the time they've put in those trees, there's going to be quite a lot of cut off of the impression of space around the bridleway, which I think was probably a little bit undesirable, to be honest, because the trees will really encroach and give very much an air of darkness on the entrance to the country park, which I don't think is particularly great, considering the vast amount of use that bridleway and the country park get from people pursuing their leisure activities. So I don't know how clear it'll be on the video, but there's actually an earth dike not too far from the bridleway, and that would probably be actually a good place to start the tree planting, possibly this side of it, because you'll then still have the feeling of open green space as you actually walk in towards the country park. So that to me would be a far preferable system than planting all the way up to the bridleway edge. So that's just opinion, but it's on the video, so hopefully that'll be clear as to what I'm actually talking about. Anyway, have a look and enjoy the comparison of the anti-shake mechanism that we've done so far.